What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode. This is Carlos Pichardo here with you guys, and today I just want to talk about decision making. And what I mean by decision making, and we're gonna get on a couple subjects that are really different from what I usually talk about. I usually talk about financial sector things and things like that, but I want to talk about what's happening in the world right now. Right, we're in a current pandemic, a coronavirus, a situation where a lot of people still are quarantined. Okay, like we are quarantined. We are in, for example, here in South Florida. So I want to talk about that. I'll talk about how the media and what we watch dictates how we live our lives, and it's crazy to me. So you watch the news, right? If you watch the news, I mean, the news sells fear, and we've been sold a bag of fear since the moment that we've been born, since we've been having any type of memory, right? I remember watching the news, and I really hate watching the news for that reason. For the very reason that it sells fear, and that is how they monetize things, and everything, even movies, they sell it. They have what you would call brainwashing, right? A lot of people would call that, right? So think about a brainwashing, right? If you start indoctrinating people from the age of 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, certain things, right? How important are those early years to your decision making? So a lot of times we get angry at people, and something that's come to me over the years, because I always wonder, why does this person think this way? Why does this person act like that? Well, the reason is it's nothing against you. People make decisions based off on their perspective of life, and their perspective of life comes from their programming. And their programming comes from whatever it was, whether it was their parents, whether it was TV, whether it was the news, whatever that was feeding that person. That is the perspective that they're going to receive, and that's how they're going to view the world. So a lot of times people don't really view the world as the world is. They view the world as they see it. They don't see reality a lot of times. So we sometimes, not just me, I'm a human being, I put myself in that category. We sometimes make decisions not off the reality of what it is, think about this, but really off of the perspective we have of that. What's an example in the sense, right? You grew up in a home, right, where you were taught, go to school, get good grades, so you can get a good job with good benefits, right? So in your perspective of the world, that is important to you. That is something that is super important. That is something that you do, and you may even criticize someone else that doesn't do it that way. You may even feel that some people are doing things the wrong way, right? But that's just your perspective of the world. Who's to say that you're correct, right? Whereas someone else may have grown up a little different, and their perspective is different. So think about this, and we're gonna go deep here, guys. We're gonna go perspectives. We're gonna go even like, there's a saying, if I was born in China, I would speak Chinese, right? So I was born in Dominican Republic. There's certain cultural things, certain foods we eat. It doesn't make it right or wrong. There are countries that eat stuff that in the US we will never eat, and we say that's disgusting. But who's to say that they're wrong? It's not that they're wrong or right, it's that this is a perspective. So if I was born in China, I would speak Chinese. I'm gonna stick to that, right? So, living in the US and then living in another country, I can see both perspectives, and it's broadened my thinking, right? So what happens is, we here have a certain belief system of what we eat, of how we manage ourselves. There are countries where a woman cannot shake a man's hand. And in your eyes, in my eyes, that is weird. 100% weird. But the reality is, to them, it's weird and disrespectful if that woman actually shakes their hand. It's all perspective. So now, this is why I don't think there's right, wrong, good, bad. It's all how we look at it, right? Now, there are bad people that do bad things. Yes, there are things that you just can't cross. But now back to the media. So let's go back to the current situation that's happening, right? So you have two schools of thought. That's what's happening right now. You have the people who believe, hey, listen, our health is more important than the economy. I'll stay locked in as long as I have to in order to protect my health. Then you have the people with the thinking that, hey, listen, people are going to die. That's a part of life. But our economy is more important to protect, even if some people have to die, because the reality is people are going to die anyways. Okay? So you have people health conscious, you have people economy conscious. I don't think there should be a one or the other. Okay, that's my perspective. And my comments to a lot of people have been, this isn't about health versus economy, guys. Let's stop thinking of it that way. Think about this. It isn't that your health is more important than your economy, or your economy is more important than the health. No, no, no. Those are two separate entities. Okay? It's like, what's more important, your kids or your wife? No, they're both equally important in what my love for them is, right? So your kids, you love them, and your wife, you love them, but you would never want to have to choose between the two. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, so why are we creating a society where people are making people choose between their economy, their well-being of income, as opposed to their well-being of their health? You shouldn't have to choose between the two. Very simple. Protect yourself if you need to. If you feel you're sick, stay home. But you should not ruin the economy like locking down the world because some people are going to die. Does that make sense? You know, you look at different places that they did not shut down, you know. But that's the thing, the decision making. It's crazy because people will argue to death about this, about the health part, how important it is to protect our health, because they have a certain perspective. Maybe they were raised a certain way. Maybe their parents taught them certain things. Maybe they've been watching the news too long, right? And then the other perspective is the economy. For example, I'm for that says, listen, this isn't that I don't believe in health. This isn't that I don't care about helping people. This isn't that I believe everybody should die. No, I believe the people that need to be taken care of should be taken care of. And the people that want to stay home should have that right. Just like someone else should have the right to go about their business if they don't want to protect themselves. That's the reality. We live in a free enterprise. Okay? So I wanted to touch on that, man, because this isn't about, right now what's happening is, this is more than a pandemic right now. There's a division happening. There are people that are, I'm gonna put it very bluntly, if you are right now that left person, right, the one that's concerned about the health, let's say, right, on here, and then the other one is concerned about the economy, as people quote unquote say. I don't believe the people that are concerned about the health are not concerned about the economy. I think they are, right? And I don't think the people that are concerned about the economy are not concerned about health. I think both people are concerned. I just think we're both a little misguided in our perception, saying one is better than the other, one is more important. I don't believe the economy is more important than the health. I believe that you should not compromise one or the other. Does that make sense? I believe that you don't have to compromise the economy to save people's health, and you do not have to compromise the health to save the economy. That is what I've been trying to preach to people. That is been trying to explain to people, is this is not, they're mutually exclusive. There's two separate entities. So it's not like you don't need the economy to be down to have good health, and you don't need to have good, like, the health to be bad so the economy can be up. So start thinking about this. I urge you guys, start critical thinking, start asking questions, because don't just take things for what they are. If you do believe, hey, listen, that you want to have your health protected, that's important. You should protect your health, but you should not ask people that want to get back to work, that are healthy, to sit at home and do nothing, because those people, they're probably going to get sick because they view that as important as well. So listen, if your health is in bad shape, that's not good. But if your economy is in bad shape, that can cause health problems. So the reality is, it's both important. There's not one more important than the other. It's a combination, and you should not have to choose between both. And if anybody in any government tells you that your health is more important than your economy, and your economy is more important than your health, they're trying to cause a division amongst the people. And that is what's beginning to happen. Instead of people critically thinking about, hey, what is going on here really, they are questioning the people that want the economy open, and the ones that want the economy open are questioning the want the health. We should not be divided as a world. This is a worldwide issue. We should not be divided as a country, but more than as a world. We right now, the people, because we're not the guys in government, we must take actions to come together as people and understand each aspect and each point that everybody has, because even the people that believe in the health, they have great valid points. And then the people that believe that the economy should be open have great points. And then you have the weirdos like me that say, hey, we don't have to tarnish the economy to fix your health. And you don't have to tarnish your health to fix your economy. You can do it all. So that's my belief. That was my word for today. That was my thought for today. You guys have a great one. Man, let's get after it. Let's hustle. Like, subscribe, share to your friends. Let people know. We want to help people. We want to educate people. And people need to get this education, guys. You guys have a great day.